Some cat owners never realize it. Your cat may have already chosen their favorite human, and it might not be you. Cats do not choose randomly. Their decision often depends on small, quiet behaviors people rarely notice. Many believe food alone wins a cat's love, but that is not always true. Have you ever wondered why your cat follows one person but ignores others? Could daily habits decide who earns a cat's trust? Today, we'll uncover how cats choose their favorite person using behavior studies, research, and real owner experiences so you can better understand your cat's bond. The power of quality time. The favorite human in a cat's life is often the one who invests meaningful moments with them. This does not mean spending the most hours nearby. Instead, it means creating calm, positive interactions that slowly build trust. Cats notice small routines and repeated behaviors that make them feel comfortable and safe over time. Even simple actions, when done regularly, can strengthen the bond between a cat and a person. These small shared moments help a cat feel secure in ways that constant presence alone cannot provide. Activities like brushing, gentle play, or letting a cat rest beside you can create a strong sense of safety. These quiet moments show a cat that you are calm, predictable, and not a threat. Research has shown that cats often prefer human interaction over toys or even food when given a choice. This highlights how emotional connection matters more than many people expect. Consistency also plays an important role in bonding. When someone gives attention calmly and predictably, the cat begins to associate that person with comfort and security. Because cats value emotional comfort, quality time becomes a powerful way to build loyalty. Just a few minutes of focused interaction each day can mean more than simply sharing the same space without engagement. Over time, these moments create a lasting sense of trust and companionship. Respecting a cat's boundaries. Handling plays a surprising role in how cats choose their favorite person. Unlike dogs, cats usually prefer people who do not force physical interaction. This means restraint can actually build stronger trust than constant attention. Cats value independence, and when humans respect that independence, it helps them feel more secure in their environment. Trust with a cat often grows from allowing them to make choices about when and how they interact. Cats want control over their surroundings and their bodies. When someone suddenly picks them up, hugs them tightly, or corners them, it can create stress and discomfort. Allowing a cat to approach on their own terms helps them feel safe instead of threatened. Studies have shown that cats often approach people who ignore them or calmly focus on something else, like reading or working. This relaxed behavior makes a human appear less intimidating and easier to trust. Patience also becomes a sign of respect in a cat's eyes. When a person waits before touching or interacting, the cat learns that their boundaries will be respected. Over time, this gentle and patient approach builds confidence and trust. A cat begins to see that person as predictable and safe. Ironically, the less someone forces attention, the more likely a cat will seek them out willingly and form a stronger bond. Food builds familiarity. Food is deeply connected to survival instincts, which makes feeding time very important to cats. While food alone does not always create a favorite person, it strongly influences trust and daily routine. For cats, meals are not just about eating. They are part of a predictable pattern that helps them feel secure in their environment. When feeding becomes consistent, it creates a sense of stability that cats rely on every day. Cats quickly learn who feeds them and when meals usually happen. Their strong sense of routine makes the person who provides food an important figure in their everyday life. When feeding happens at the same time each day, it creates reliability that cats learn to depend on. This consistency helps reduce uncertainty and builds confidence in the person responsible for their care. Outdoor cats often show this behavior clearly, returning to homes where they are regularly fed and treated calmly. Over time, they begin to associate that place and person with safety and comfort. Still, feeding alone does not guarantee emotional bonding. A cat may value the feeder, but still prefer someone else for comfort, play, or rest. Food creates familiarity, but emotional safety completes the connection. When nourishment is combined with gentle interaction and predictable behavior, trust grows stronger. Eventually, the person who provides meals becomes associated with stability, care, and reliability. And if learning these subtle details is helping you understand your cat a little better, Take a moment to like the video and subscribe for more insights into feline behavior. Understanding silent communication. Cats communicate constantly, even without words. The people who learn to understand these signals often become their favorite humans. This ability to read feline behavior creates stronger emotional trust and helps a cat feel safe around someone. Communication with cats is mostly quiet and subtle, which is why many people miss these important signs. Paying attention to small changes in a cat's behavior can reveal what they need or how they feel in a given moment. Recognizing body language is essential. A slow blink, tail movement, ear position, or gentle purr can all send messages about comfort, curiosity, or discomfort. Responding calmly to these signals shows respect for the cat's feelings. Timing also matters. Knowing when a cat wants attention and when it prefers to be left alone prevents unnecessary stress and confusion. Responding to vocal sounds like meows or soft cries helps cats feel understood and cared for. Over time, these small responses teach the cat that their needs are being noticed and respected. When a person consistently responds to these signals, the cat learns that communication works. This builds confidence and reduces anxiety. Eventually, the cat begins to rely on that person for comfort and understanding. Being understood is powerful for animals, and a cat naturally gravitates towards someone who listens patiently and responds with calm behavior. Memory, scent, and appearance. Cats have strong memories, and their past experiences shape how they react to people. Sometimes a cat's favorite person reminds them of someone they trusted before. These connections are not always obvious to humans, but cats rely heavily on memory when deciding who feels safe around them. Early experiences, especially during kittenhood, can influence how a cat responds to people for many years. Positive or negative encounters from the past can quietly guide how a cat forms new relationships later in life. Scent plays a major role in this process. Perfume, clothing smells, or even a person's natural scent can trigger feelings of comfort or caution. Since cats rely strongly on their sense of smell, familiar scents can make them feel relaxed more quickly. Appearance can also matter more than people expect. Features like hats, facial hair, glasses, or even posture and movement can remind a cat of past experiences. Sound associations also influence trust. A calm, steady tone of voice may remind a cat of someone who once made them feel safe. Because cats remember these small details, subtle similarities can shape their behavior. A person who unintentionally reminds a cat of safety may gain affection quickly. On the other hand, reminders of uncomfortable experiences may cause distance. These hidden influences help explain why cats sometimes bond strongly with one person without an obvious reason, as their memories quietly guide their choices over time. Calm voices win trust. Cats are naturally cautious animals, always alert to changes in their surroundings. Loud voices and sudden movements can make humans seem frightening or unpredictable. Because of this, calm behavior often determines whether a cat feels safe around someone. The way a person speaks and moves can quietly influence how much a cat trusts them. Cats can recognize voices within a household. Studies suggest they are able to identify the voice of the person they feel most comfortable with. Gentle speech and slow, relaxed movement help reduce stress and make interactions feel safe. This is one reason cats often prefer calm individuals who move carefully and speak in softer tones. On the other hand, shouting or sudden actions can create anxiety and make a cat avoid that person. A calm voice signals safety and stability. When someone consistently speaks softly, the cat begins to relax more easily in their presence. Over time, this repeated sense of calm builds a strong emotional connection. This helps explain why cats sometimes prefer quiet adults or elderly people over energetic children. In the feline world, safety always comes first, and the person who feels safest often becomes the favorite. Outro. Now you know how cats truly choose their favorite person. Small daily behaviors, calm communication, and trust-building moments matter more than most people realize. If you enjoyed this video, like, comment, and subscribe. Tell us in the comments if your cat has chosen a favorite human, and watch the next video on your screen for more insights about cat behavior.